Hey everyone, welcome to COA's first virtual STEM event. Tonight we're going to do spooky STEM. Who's excited?
I'm excited.
My name's Lisa Meads and I'm chair of the Math and Engineering Department and I'm here with Mr. Kruger.
Hi there. I'm the chair of the Natural Sciences Department.
And we're in his physics lab. Are we ready? So I want you to follow along first and then you're going to get to make your own. So the first thing we want to do is look at what happens when we put objects inside a balloon, and does it matter the type of object we put in there?
Yeah.
So we have three objects we're going to explore today. A washer, a hex nut, and how many sides does that hex nut have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're also going to explore a dime. So let's start with the washer first. So we're going to take the washer, we're going to put it inside our balloon, and we're going to blow it up. Does anybody have an idea of what's going to happen?
Here we go. I'm going to get this about this big. You don't want to blow it up too much.
Okay, I'm going to tie it off. Now let's see what happens.
You can definitely hear something happening in there.
But not a lot. I wonder if it makes a difference if we try the hex nut. Mr. Kruger, do you want to try the hex nut?
I'd be happy to try that. So I'm going to drop the hex nut into the balloon and blow this up. All right, tie that off. All right, I'm going to spin this just like Lisa did, and we'll see what happens to this.
Oh my God, what's that noise?
All right, that was definitely different than the first
It
balloon.
was definitely different. I could hear it.
I can still hear it.
Okay, let's try the third object. How about a dime? What's going to happen when we put the dime in the balloon? Are you ready?
Blow up our third balloon now. Okay, make sure you predict what you think will happen, and then when Lisa
So do you
shakes
think
it,
it's going to be softer, or do we think it's going to be louder than the hex nut? I don't know. Let's hear. Are we ready?
there's a little something.
I think it's kind of in between.
I'd say so.
So let's think about
I
this.
think the quietest balloon was the first one.
Was the washer. The dime was the second one.
Okay.
And the scariest and loudest one was the hex nut.
Yeah.
I wonder why that was.
So now the question is, what makes that sound happen? Well, that has to do with the differences between these objects. If I can see the washer for a second, there are some differences between the shapes of these objects. Now, the washer is a perfect circle. It's very smooth on the outside. But what does this hex nut have that the washer doesn't? Any guesses?
I think it has some sharp edges.
I agree. This has all these nice flat sides and all these sharp corners in between. So when this starts to roll around inside the balloon, it flops over and over as each of those flat sides hits the inside of the balloon. As you spin this around, it just keeps rolling around, going flop, 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 thunk, 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 around inside the balloon, and the balloon walls push on it with a centripetal force to keep it inside. But if you spin it really fast and that thunk, 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 thunk becomes thunk, 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 you're going to hear the sound change. A slow thunk, 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 thunk sounds like a very low sound to us, like this. That's really hard to do. Maybe you can have a little more luck with that. We're going to have Lisa shake that around in a slow fashion so you can hear the slow sound.
Are you sure?
Oh, it could be a different balloon.
Let's see.
That's not the one.
Well, this is the one you want. That's why you couldn't make it happen.
Oh, that explains it. Tell you what, let's make sure we know which balloon this is.
Let's put the ghost eyes on our screaming ghost.
By drawing a ghost face on our hex nut balloon. So now, do you want to try that again and give us a nice slow spin so we can hear the sound? There we go. Now what happens if Lisa does exactly the same thing, but does it much faster? That is definitely a different sound. How would you say this sound is different than before?
Sounds like a screaming ghost.
I agree. I like that high-pitched screaming voice ghost sound.
Are you ready to make your screaming ghost? Okay, let's open your science kits. First thing you want to do is take your balloon. Mr. Todd Kruger's going to do it for us. Take our balloon. Then we're going to put our hex nut that should be in your bag.
All right.
This goes in the balloon and not in your mouth. In the balloon, we're going to blow it up. Blow it up. Blow up that balloon, but not too big. We don't want it to bust. Okay, that's good. Now here you might need some help from your parents to tie that balloon off. Let's tie it off.
There we go.
Now spin your balloon. It may take you a little while to get the hang of it, but spin it around until you can make your screaming ghost sound.
Woo!
There it goes.
Wow, that worked really well. I like it.
So we hope you like making your screaming ghost. So now let's see what else we might be able to do with this balloon. Any ideas?
I have one idea. I was thinking, when I was a kid, I used to take a balloon and really scuff it against my hair.
Like this?
Yeah, just like that. Something very odd happens after
What's
you
happening to
scuff
my
it on your
hair?
hair. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you can see this, but her hair is starting to stand up and try to attract the balloon. There we go. Try it again. Let's see if it can make the hair stand up. There we go. See those hairs? They are attracted to the balloon. Now, why would that happen? What is it that causes this balloon to suddenly attract all those hairs? Well, the science is that all of us, you and me and Lisa and the table and all the objects around us, are made up of particles that have electric charge. And that charge can be either positive charge or negative charge. Turns out, positive and negatives attract each other very, very well. Now, on Lisa's hair, there are a lot of negative charges, and when she scuffs the balloon on her hair, it's scraping some of those negative charges off of her hair and putting them on the balloon. And now this negative balloon will attract any positive objects in the area and pull them toward the skin of the balloon. I bet we could find some objects to attract to this balloon.
So everybody should have this in their house. How about a sheet of toilet paper?
Good, nice, thin, lightweight toilet paper.
If you have 2-ply, let's make it 1-ply. We've already made ours 1-ply.
Good.
So we're going to rub it on our hair and see. Oh my goodness, look at what's happening. You try your balloon.
Look at that move. It's trying to make this paper levitate. Look at that. Oh, that worked really well.
I think our ghost might be dancing. So now let's take a piece of toilet paper. We're going to cut it out like a ghost. And maybe put some eyes on it.
Yeah, if you're creative, you can draw a much better face than Todd can. Maybe we'll let Lisa handle the artistic aspects. Oh, that's a very good ghost face.
All right, so here we
So
go.
now, if we scuff the balloon one more time, let's see what we can do to make this ghost dance. Look at that. All the negative charge on the balloon is lifting up on the positive charges inside the ghost. And voila, the ghost floats.
Will all objects we rub the balloon on make it float?
Actually, that's a really good question. Try different things around your home. Take your balloon and maybe find a sweater or a t-shirt, scuff it against that. See if that will work. There are some things that don't transfer charge very well. If you scuff this against a table or a piece of paper, you're not going to get much charge and the ghost isn't going to levitate.
The ghost isn't doing anything.
Yeah. There are a few objects like hair or really, really thick sweaters that are very good at getting that charge glued onto the balloon. Things will work really well if you want to make this ghost dance.
We hope you enjoyed our virtual snow day. Join us in a couple weeks for climbing turkeys. Pre-register on our COA hex.edu/STEM website. Hope to see you back here next time.
We'll see you guys.
Bye.